Hello. Wow, Roddy's focused. Look at you, Roddy. Look at you go. Hello. Hello. It's BZ in the Neon Doom room again. Where have I been? Where have I been? Oh, if only I could let you know the stories I could tell. Like tears in the rain. Not Lorraine, not tears in Lorraine. That would just be weird. But I'm here. I'm here and I'm clear and I don't need any more bears. How are we all? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Neon Doom room again for the Doom vlog. The Doom vlog, everybody. I always feel like I'm looking right at Roddy and my eyes are darting everywhere. I don't know what I can't look directly in Roddy's face. I'd have to be like right here. Hello, can you see me? Welcome, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's well in your lives. I hope you're collecting everything that you could ever collect, ever want to collect. I'm hoping that you could watch and put on your shelves anything that you want to watch or put on your shelves, because we are collectors. Unite in solidarity. Here I am in the Neon Doom room for episode 42 of the Doom with 3 O's Doom vlog. Yes, well, where have I been? I said that I wasn't coming back. I said that the last episode was the last episode. I was wrong. You were wrong, and I was wrong. And the person that made me feel like I should be wrong is wrong. I'm not going to say who that person was. I'm just going to be the better person. So the person that made me feel that way left a comment that made me just feel like I haven't changed. I haven't changed. Nothing's going to ever change, and that's why I'm failing. So, and to that person, screw you. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm moving on without any kind of negativity. So this is a chat channel. This is just a chat channel. This is a place where I get to just go on YouTube and welcome you to my space, to my safe space, to my messy, yes, but safe space. So here I am. And here we are. Now, I'd like to introduce you to my compatriot, my master at arm's length, my faithful camera, Roddy, or as he is colloquially known, Rotten Roddy. Rotten Roddy earned his name from the failings that he has exhibited in the past. He's a good camera. He's a good soul. We do it. We jibe. We tickle him in the ribs, and we let him know we still love him. Rotten Roddy, welcome. What can we say about Roddy? He's ever-present, all-knowing, all-seeing, unjudgmental. As we always say, that's the best thing you can be. You can be a good person by being unjudgmental. However, I am not a good person. Well, no, I am a good person. But I'm not a good person when it comes to film. So people that like to get up on their high horse and go, oh, no, you can't say anything bad about film. You got to say good things about film. You can only say good things about film. No, that's not how this works. We, yes, live in the internet age. Yes, we live in the age of the YouTube presenter, YouTube Instagrammer, whatever you want to call them, influencer. I'm not that person. I talk about film because I like film. I talk about my collection because I like my collection. I collect because I like collecting. And I have opinions. And my opinion about the world is... Have you had a beer yet? My opinion about the world is you need more opinions. Now, having said that, one's opinion is one's own. And there are many people that share similar opinions. And that is a good thing. I'm just going to say that's a good thing. Yes, we need to be good people. Yes, we need to make sure that we do, of course, treat others amongst all of humanity and animals and everything in between with a good heart. Yes, be good people. But when it comes to film, separate that out. As long as you're a good person to all of those people, when you judge a film, judge it by the story, the character development, consistency in the plot, all that kind of thing. And I have opinions. That's just who I am. Okay, love me or hate me, I'll leave that in your court. That's completely up to you. But I will have opinions, and I think that's a good thing. I see way too many people out there in the world. Some of them are influencers now, came from, small beginnings to big influencers that are now like just walking the red carpet, meeting and interviewing people. There's plenty of them, I'm not going to name them, who just never seem to say anything bad about anything. And good for them. If that's the life you want to lead, that's the life you want to lead. You've kind of gone down in my estimation. I'm sorry to say, because if all you're doing is pandering to the big companies, unfortunately, you no longer function in my mind as a real person. You've become part of the machine. Now, moving on from that, welcome to episode 42. Welcome to the place of opinions. There will be many. We have a stellar vlog for you tonight. Stellar for the people that like to, put their earbuds in or sit on the couch and put their feet up and have a bit of a watch or a listen. That's what I'd recommend. I've always got an earbud in. Always got at least one earbud in. I'm always listening to someone's vlog, someone's review, everything from Grim Green to The Critical Drinker to Cobweb's channel. I've got stuff going on in my ears all the time. Always listening, always watching, just like Roddy. Roddy's doing that all the time. We love you, Roddy. All right, now, in order of the things I want to talk about, I don't have any order. So I'm just going to let you know there is a new segment tonight, one that has been brewing in the back of my mind as a separate segment away from the Doom vlog, but I thought I would sort of present it here. It's nothing fancy. It's called Trailer Trash. And we're going to talk about movie trailers and what the promises of those trailers may or may not deliver in the future. We'll have to see. But Trailer Trash will be tonight. I didn't shoot. I edited. I made a video bumper for that. So we're going to play that tonight. Also, what else have we got? A few more little things to chuck in for fun. I hope you can hear me, by the way. We are going to double check that you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Can you all hear me?
I hope you can hear me.
Can you all hear me?
Nobody here. Maybe Mr. Mark McBride might be asleep, or maybe he's too busy rubbing ink all over the pages that he's drawing on. I hope he drops in and says hello, as do I hope that many people do drop in and say hello. Please drop in and say hello. I've already let the peeps on Instagram know that I'm here, that I'm back. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Either way, you can be replay crew if you do not want to join in on the festivities tonight. There will, of course, on top of Trailer Trash, be beer. There will also be Let's Get Physical Media. And when I say there's going to be Let's Get Physical Media, I need you to understand something clearly, with clarity. I have a lot of movies to show you. No, I don't mean like 50 movies, but I have a lot of movies to show you. I am still on the Blu-ray hunt. It's become my new obsession. This shelf is filling up beautifully. I'm beginning to run out of space, to be honest. Behind this actual, that's my hand here. Over here on this side is my laptop, my very fancy laptop. And behind that is more shelves. Now, the way I've designed this desk is that the desk is very short so that I can accommodate those shelves and also be in line with my TV stand and stuff. But behind this, it was on an angle. It's made so I can actively get to my DVDs and Blu-rays. Unfortunately, the way that I've put new things on this desk to store this computer doesn't make it super easy. It's not hard. It's just a little bit harder than normal. I've made this so this can twist. You won't be able to see it if I do it, but there's a little fandangle here that twists this whole laptop out of the way, because I'm a creative kind of guy when it comes to building things, so I can get in there, but it is a little bit of a hassle. So we've got new things for our Blu-rays and our DVD shelves and some VHS. I even found a really weird DVD, really weird, and it's Lord of the Rings theme. So Mark, I hope you're watching, because I don't even know what this DVD is. I don't know what it is. I've never seen it before. I've never heard of it before. And I picked it up literally like under a week ago. Okay, so we've got that. I'll also let you know I'm on annual leave. My annual leave finally got here. I'm on annual leave for a week, so you might be seeing more of me for about a week. I am going to be watching a lot of movies, though. I am going to be watching the shit out of movies this week. I got no excuse now. Build the collection. Don't get time to watch it. I am going to be watching a lot of movies, as many as I can cram in. I've got box sets here from Umbrella. We love you, Umbrella. I hope you're watching Umbrella. We have box sets from Umbrella up here that we're going to watch. We're going to open. We're going to look at a lot of stuff that we've never touched before. There's stuff here that I just haven't watched. So that's what we're going to be doing. What else are we going to be doing? So I said beer. I said let's get physical media. I said trailer trash. We've also got toy talk, because I actually found some toys as well. That's pretty darn cool. And welcome back. Welcome back. Mail. Mail is back. Only one thing, but we got something in the mail. I haven't been ordering anything for a while from the mail, but we got a mail segment. We've got a mail segment. It's not a female segment, I'm sorry. It's an everybody. It's an every ale segment. All right, so moving right along, I don't know if we've got anyone watching. Let's do a health check on the hygiene check on the channel. We had one live view briefly and no live viewers at the moment. That's okay. That's all right. Mark may be asleep or he may be doing his work. He may drop in. Who knows? Who knows in this day and age, the miracles that can happen. All right, so we've said hello to Roddy. We have had a hello to myself, and here we are in the room. I want to ask you to just pay attention up here. There is a movie playing. There is a movie playing up on the screen here. It took me a while to find the right one to put up, but this is a very well-known movie. I shouldn't get dinged for it because it's so small and also so blurry, but this is a very well-known movie. I want you to figure out what it is. What is it? What's the movie? You might be able to figure it out. I actually think if Mark drops in, he might be able to figure it out. I reckon he might be able to figure it out. This could have been on his watch list at some stage. What can I tell you about it? Has it got a year? Maybe I can just tell you the year. Hang on. I don't want to give it away. Just wait. Be patient. 1979. 1979. Now, I don't want to give away what the theme of the movie is because I think you'll probably get it straight away. If you watched older movies, you'll get it. But this and what movie is it? This and Who Framed Roger Rabbit has something in common. This movie and Sopranos has something in common. This movie and The Untouchables has something in common. I'll leave those three things with you and you can try to figure it out. Please tell me in the comments, even if you get to the end of the video and you hear me say the name of it, because I sometimes do forget to say the name of it, before you see the name of it and you're watching, if you guess it, put it in the comments, and then when you get to the end, you'll find out whether or not it is the one you think it is. So it's a very classic, great old movie. Let's move on from that. So I'm ready for one of my favorite segments at the very beginning. One of my favorite segments. Can you guess what it is? Because I'm very dry in the throat. Very dry in the throat. I need something to take that away. So maybe it's time for... Welcome to beer. I know this is one of Mark's favorite segments. However, I almost got some new beer today, but I didn't. I went on a bit of a run to do a few things today, to get a few things sorted out, and I just didn't. But luckily for me and you and everybody else, we've still got some beers left over from before, so let us crack one of those beers right now, and let's get it in a nice big glass. So let me go to the fridge. I'm going to put on... What can I put on that is something in between... Let's put on a repeat of Han Solo asking, how are you? It's going to be on repeat, so I'm sorry. Just bear with me while I go and get the beer.
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you? Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you? Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you? Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you? Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you? Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you? Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now.
All right.
How are you?
That's enough out of you.
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine.
That's enough out of you. Han Solo, and Chewbacca. Let's do a refresh. All right, cool. So we're going to crack a beer we've had before because we can. The glass is a Bogan Brews. It's a Stein of sorts. It's a beer mug. I can't say who Bogan Brews is, but it's a liquid that's made. It's a liquid that's made to help something. By a character named the VAPING Bogan. VAPING Bogan. If you don't follow him, follow him. He's an Aussie living in the UK now due to harsh restrictions. Well, previously harsh restrictions in this country based on something. But yes, he likes beer. So here we go. We're going to use that. It's nice and chilled. And we're going to have the last of the Paulaner Munchen. The Weiss beer, the Munich wheat beer. With these fabulous people standing there looking fantabulous in their beer drinking garb. So let's do that. Let's pour it over the keyboard so that we risk the threat. There we go. It's going to have some head on it. That's okay. I just wanted something easy. Oh, it's going to find a real fancy cultured beer to do tonight, but no. And it's going to have head on it. That's okay. We like head. As long as it goes down, we're all good. Let's let that head go down a little bit. It's a very nice beer. That won't take very long. That won't take very long at all. I like having a big mug like that. Big mug for a big mug like me. All right, let's do a quick hygiene check on the channel. Quick hygiene check. Nobody's watching. That's okay. All right, so replay crew, feel free to drop me a comment. What beer are you drinking at the moment? What beer are you drinking at the moment? Do you drink beer? You don't have to drink beer. There's no law that tells me or you that you have to drink beer. You might like like a little shandy. You might like some port, or you might like a nice glass of wine, Pinot Grigio, something like that. Just let me know. Maybe like a bourbon and Coke. Maybe like steadfast and old school. Let me know in the comments what you drink. And if you are drinking, please let me know in the comments or in the chat so I can cheers you. I can cheers you. Hang on, let me top this up. I think we're all good now. A little bit of frothy head left over there. Oh, can I get it in the bin? Yes, straight in the bin. All right, now we are going to drink this beer and then talk about Let's Get Physical Media. I think that would be the next best thing to do. Is there I bought a little stand for this phone today, so I don't have to keep moving around looking for it. Is there any update on let's remove that. Okay. Okay, that's all good. All right, so can you tell me what have you been watching lately? Anybody been watching anything? Anybody been watching anything good? Anybody? What am I saying? Anybody been watching any Umbrella Entertainment movies? Anybody? Anybody been collecting some Umbrella Entertainment movies? I've got quite a few now. I'm pretty excited about them because they're not cheap, as you would expect when you collect really nice movies. But I've managed to do well. I've gotten a few. I've got the first two of the Ozploitation 3 Blu-ray sets. I've got the Full Moon, Fright Box 1 and 2. I've got Kiwi Cult 2's on the horizon, or it's already out there, I think, now. And there's also just released, there is the Full Moon Fright Box 3. Very exciting. I'm looking forward to that. That's something that I cannot wait to get my hands on. I'm going to have to save a little bit to get them, but that's okay. That's the way of things when we collect things like that. So I've got the bug now. I want it. Bring it to me. All right, let's have some of this beer. Mike's in the way. Sorry, Mike. I think Mike needs to be up a bit more. And Mike's on an angle. Mike, are you meant to be on this angle? I don't think so. Why? Why are you doing this to me, Mike? I think I've set this up in such a way that Mike's on an angle. Put out beer. Actually, it's not a good spot for the beer. I have been looking forward to that. Okay. Oh, welcome to the live viewer that just dropped in. Welcome. No pressure. Join the chat if you want. Are you drinking anything? Live viewer. Do I know you? Live viewer. Are you from Instagram? Live viewer. Feel free to say hello. All right. You've come at the perfect time because we are now going to move on to the second segment. Oh, it's a very nice beer. It's got a bit of a fruity bouquet.
It's got a fruity bouquet.
Ah, cheers.
Yes, it's got a fruity bouquet. I love that. I love the fruity bouquet.
It's got a fruity bouquet.
It's got a fruity bouquet. Good movie. And funny line. I've got to be very careful I don't get too drunk. As long as I can keep talking, that's the main thing. I remember to drink while I'm doing that. All right, let's get physical, media. Let's get physical.
Let's get physical, media. I wanna get physical, media. Let me hear your movies talk.
Let me hear your movies talk. I have a lot of physical media at the moment. A lot. Well, I found a lot recently because I haven't really been hunting that much, to be honest. I've gone to JB Hi-Fi every once in a while, but I've been working a lot. We've just had a change in my business that I'm currently in. We've got some new management in, so I'm not going to go into all that because that's really not something I want to get involved in. That's outside of my life here. And also, I just don't want them in this space. So I will let you know, though, it's been for the positive and quite happy about it. So it's put me in a very good mood. But yes, definitely been working a lot. I've been doing a lot of overtime as a manager of sorts. I don't get any bonuses on top of that. I just have to do the overtime. It's kind of part and parcel. Well, I don't have to. I just did it because the business has to run. But yes, been a lot of extra time. I'm trying to dance around the conversation about work because I really don't want to talk about my job. But what I do is something I believe in, something I take seriously. And so, yeah, I do put in a bit of overtime. And yeah, that's that. So let's get into the physical media. What I'm going to talk about now is in multiple bags. Give me a second. Has this got something in it? Yes, it does. Does this have something in it? Yes, it does. Does this have something in it? Oh, that's something else. Put that over there. Okay, I think... Sorry, I'm talking away from the microphone. Yep, I've got two bags. And I've joined them together. Okay, let me just... Okay, I'll put those together as well. Sorry, it's going to be very scattered in terms of the way I bring these up. I should really make a stack. Let's make a stack. Can I make a stack? Yeah, let's make a stack. I think that would be a wise move. I don't want to show you anything though. So let's not give it away. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. All right. Can we do that without dropping them? Sorry, I'm not very well prepared, but I have a lot of stuff to show you. A lot of stuff. A couple of really cool things as well. We can leave that where it is. We can move that. And that's mostly going to be Blu-rays with some VHS. So we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so let's start off. Let us start off. Roddy, you're very well behaved tonight, Roddy. Very well behaved. Can you see how Roddy's focusing on me? Roddy, Oh, I think I'm falling in love with you all over again, Roddy. Okay, have we figured out what's up here? Can anyone figure out what this movie is? There'll be some scenes. There'll be some scenes that you know. You'll be like, I know what this freaking movie is. I know what it is. I'm going to put it in the comments. All right, sorry, I got to keep drinking. Loosen the... oh, welcome to viewers. Welcome. Welcome, guys. I hope you're drinking something, whoever's here. The chat is open if you'd like to step forward. You don't have to. No pressure from me. No pressure from Roddy. We don't mind either way. We're just happy to be here. Okay, so let's move on to two CDs. Two CDs. I don't often pick up CDs from op shops, mostly because these are newish glasses, but my eyes are pretty bad, and it's a strain to try to go through those tiny little jackets, like to go through the crystal cases and look at the spines. It's not exactly my most fun thing. I have found so many good CDs in the past, but I haven't had the best run lately, so I do scan through them very quickly, and I'm usually looking for certain fonts, certain bands that drop in there. And today I found two interesting things. Nothing fantastic. I went to a St. Vincent de Paul. No, it wasn't a Vinnie's. It was, one was a Vinnie's and the other one was a Salvation Army. Salvation Army was closing shop and moving to another shop. So what they did was they left the doors open. They had all this scaffolding and stuff around the outside because I think they're renovating or building that whole section. And they still had the doors open. So they still had business coming in. But what they'd done is they'd taken out about 80% of their stock. So this store that usually had quite a large DVD and Blu-ray media section had reduced their sections down. And that's every section, not just media. It was reduced clothes, reduced pottery, reduced everything. And when I went in, I only found one thing. The DVD section was minuscule. I kind of just was hunting around trying to find something good. Only came away with one thing. And the one thing I came away with was this CD single by Ammonia. I picked them up because they were late to post grunge / alternative. So, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll have Ammonia for $1. It was only $1. There it is, $1. It was only $1. To be honest, I think I did listen to this and maybe even own it back in the day, but I couldn't remember the music. And I was going to listen to it today. A little bit scratched. A little bit scuffy. Not that scratched. A little bit scratched. It will clean up. CDs are very forgiving. But I will give that a listen. I'll stream it first on... I'll listen to Apple Music, so please don't worry. I don't listen to Spotify. Other family members listen to Spotify. I don't listen to Spotify. I don't believe in what they stand for. This is a weird single cover. I feel like this is a really weird single cover. Don't you think this is weird? It's got like this really long... This isn't a full album. No, it can't be. Is it a full album? Maybe they put the full album... Hang on. I'm a bit... It's just the way this has been shoved in here. Hang on a second. Let me just show you. This is a single. Usually with a single, you get the spine. This has no spine. You get the spine and you get a longer like cover. This feels like an album chucked into a CD sleeve and the backing's been missing. I feel like this is an album because how many tracks are on it? I didn't even look. No tracks. Yes, tracks. No tracks. They've got this inner sleeve thing here. It feels like what goes in a normal CD cover. Maybe somebody can tell me if I'm wrong or right. I could look it up right now. It'll take me 2 seconds. But that feels weird because it ends here. See how it ends there? And that would be where a normal CD ends. I kind of feel like I have to check this out. Hang on, just give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. This is part of the journey we go on. We look things up. We look things up because we can. It's part of the fun. Let's separate that from that. Let's look up Ammonia. What is the album called? Mint 400. 400. It's a long player. Yes. It's a CD. Wow, that light's really bright. Is the debut Mid 400 is the debut studio album by the Australian alternative rock band Ammonia, released on the 16th of October 1995 in Australia by Murmur, that's M-U-R, and on the 19th of March 1996 in the US by Epic Records. So what I have here was what I thought was a single, and I thought I recognized the cover. I thought, no, maybe I'm getting it wrong. Maybe that's the single cover. I've got a full Ammonia album here in a single sleeve, which is disappointing in a way because I'm missing the backing. But I'll never find that. You just don't find backing sleeves on eBay or anything like that. Hey, but I've got a full album. Let's get off this screen. It's really bright. It's really bright. Where's my... Oh, there we go. So, hey, that's pretty cool. That's very, very cool. I got a full album. That explains why that doesn't sit properly. So, yeah, Ammonia, Mint 400 for $1. So I got a whole album for $1 minus the rest of the album, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, so that's numero uno. How am I going to stack these? I'm gentle. I can stack them up here. The next thing I picked up was interesting because I couldn't figure out what I was looking at. I'm pretty sure this is a VCD. Yes, it is. I picked this up today. Look, Mark, are you there, Mark? I don't know if you're there, but you might have seen this or you might like it. I thought this was a soundtrack. Then when I looked at it, I'm like, oh, maybe it's a CD. Maybe it's like a CD novel or a CD story or an adaptation on CD that's like just the audio. It's just the audio. Now I'm yawning, I have to drink. But maybe it's just the audio. Maybe it's just somebody narrating the story. But no, this is a video CD. So this is the equivalent of a DVD. Let me show you what it is because I'm being very perplexing. Look what I found. The Terror. Boris Karloff and Jack Nicholson. I knew straight away it was a horror story or a horror movie, but I thought it was maybe a adaptation. I didn't notice straight away the video CD at the top. This is, I believe, a equivalent to a DVD in CD form, so VCDs, which were kind of semi-big back in the day. The yawning continues. A VCD. I don't know if anyone collects VCDs. I don't really. I do remember them being out there. I do remember not really being interested or not really understanding. Oh, welcome, Mark, or aka Some Dude 936. This is still confusing me, Mark. You go by Some Dude 936, but your son's using Mark McBride 758 or whatever it is. But you're still using Some Dude 936. Welcome, Mark, my buddy Mark. Thank you. Mark, everyone is he's a legend to me because he's always giving me positivity. He's always like exuding. Just I don't know, like he's very. I can't explain it. But welcome, Mark. Their song Drugs sounds so much like a song by The Who. See, this is the thing. This CD doesn't come with a title track. CD doesn't come with a title track. Do I still have this up? Where's my tabs? Can we look at the album? What's on the album? Can we look at the back? Oh, there we go. That would be the back. Ah, Drugs, track 2. So I'm glad you're familiar with them. Oh, Mark's saying, sorry, you'll see it in the chat. Sorry, a bit late. Ireland playing England at the moment, multitasking. Mate, that is completely fine. I actually thought you might have been there and just working because you tend to be up late. But look, yeah, I'm just looking at a photo of it was actually a photo of an LP that shows the backtracks on it. So I can see Drugs is their second track. Yeah, I'm really intrigued to listen to them again because I thought I knew what they sounded like, but I don't know. I've listened to so many albums in between. I feel like I'm just maybe mixing them up with someone else. Roger Corman movie? No, it's not a Roger Corman. Well, now you got me wondering. I don't think it is a Roger Corman movie. Nope. Nope. Can I give you the director? Do you reckon that will give it away? I'll give you the director. I'm being generous tonight. I'll give you the director. The director is John Mackenzie. John Mackenzie. That's as much as I'm going to give you. That's as much as I've given other people 3 clues. I'll give you the 3 same clues. This movie up here has something in common with Who Framed Roger Rabbit, The Untouchables, and what was the other movie it has something in common with? And now I can't remember the other one, the third one. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, The Untouchables, and The Sopranos TV show. I think you'll get it. I think you'll get it. I said at the beginning, I think Mark will get it. I reckon you'll know this movie. 1979. John Mackenzie. What was his name, wasn't it? Yep, John Mackenzie. So you can guess what it is. But back to this VCD. And thank you, Mark, for being here. I appreciate it, man. If you got to watch something, you got to watch something. If you're, double booked, you're doing other things, just do what you got to do. I always just look forward to you being here. That's just me. You're a good dude and obviously my mate, so I appreciate you. And this VCD, The Terror, Mark, do you know? Oh, maybe you're talking about this movie. Is it Roger Corman? It doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me. This is a VCD, so I'm not expecting much out of it. It's so funny how it's got like a little catalog thing on the inside. This is the movie. I've taken the sleeve out of the CD or VCD. It's DDE video CD of The Terror. Boris Karloff and Jack Nicholson. It's got this list on the back of other things that have been put on VCD. And the inside, it just looks like, I don't know, like an education CD from the late 80s, early 90s. Not much to go there. But look at the discs, though. They got picture discs, man. Can you believe that shit? They got picture discs. Come on, Roddy. You've been so good tonight. The Terror. Jack Nicholson and Boris Karloff. But it's on 2 discs. Because I can imagine that CDs or VCDs, they wouldn't have held enough space for the movie to be able to play on one. So there you go. I picked that up. I think that was $1, maybe. I can't remember. It should be on the back. Yeah, $2. Sorry. I don't know what was $2. Everything was $1. CDs were $1. The Terror. Sorry. Yeah. No, The Terror. Roger Corman. I don't know. You're saying it is a Roger Corman movie, or you're asking me? If you're saying it is a Roger Corman movie, I would not be surprised. But hey, VCD. I don't think I've ever owned a single VCD or video CD in my life. And I guess, we got used to The Lord of the Rings on DVD where you had the special edition where you had to swap discs. This would have been the same thing. It's 2 disc. I mean, for an old movie, what would it have been? Does it have a running time? It doesn't have a running time. It does say parental guidance recommended on the back. But I don't know if it has a running time anywhere. Doesn't appear to. Nope, no running time. So I can imagine it would be like the movies that were put on like extended editions, like The Lord of the Rings. When they did the extended edition, they put them on DVD. They had to swap the discs. But yeah, really cool. And I almost left it behind. I was like, what am I going to do with that? And then I was like, I'll pick it up. And I didn't really fully click on to the video CD thing until a little bit later. I was like, this is going to be one of those VCDs that I've never owned. So there you go. That's pretty cool. I might try that out at some stage. And I didn't check the discs. Should we do that? At least one of them. We'll know if it's bad. Yeah, you know, no worse than anything else that's ever been. Look, it's seen somewhere, but it's not terrible. Pretty cool. Roger Corman. Roger Corman was the goat, wasn't he? Roger Corman did the not Dragon Slayer. What was the name of the friggin' movies? He did all of those fantasy movies with the boobs, with the pubes. All right, so I picked up this Blu-ray that has sticky tape on it because you know how much I like the poor man's security measures they have in op shops. Yes, open. Just going to throw them all on the floor and I'll find them when I step on them. Cool. So I picked this up because I've never actually ever watched it. I've heard good things. And it's got that actress in it that's... what's her name? What? Oh, they make the writing so small. I'll never read that name. No, I'll never read her name. But you'll know which one when I show it to you. The girl with the dragon tattoo. You know, it became a big thing for a while. They remade the movie twice from the original. I think, was this the original? I think this could have been the original, based on the worldwide bestseller. Have you seen The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and the other two movies based on the books, or read the books, Mark? I heard a lot of good things. I haven't heard really any bad things. I just think, why are you remaking it? Why did you do it twice? This could have been the remake, actually. I don't recall. But I figured it was at the op shop for $3. And because I'm building the Blu-ray collection, I'll just get this one. I'll try to find the other ones. Girl That Kicked the Hornet's Nest and whatever the third one was. I can't remember. I picked it up $3. Blu-ray. Come on. It's going in the collection. Can't say no to that. It's really hot in here, by the way. If you see me keep lifting my hat, I've got a fan going, but it's, I don't know. It's not really doing as much as I want it to do. Okay, so we've got VHS tapes now. I picked these up because I'm looking for either old school, weird, or I don't know, real B grade. I'm looking for B grade, or like really bad action movies, or movies that are like a little bit off, like a little bit kind of B grade and wrong and budget. I'm not really haven't got much appealed for the really, you know, huge blockbusters. And some of them I do, some of them I don't. So I picked up this one. It's got, I'll take the $1 sticker off so we can see the actual title. It was $2. It's too much for a VHS tape, but I picked it up anyway. It's got the original Sanity price on it. The original title of this was Sister Street Fighter. Look at the next title under it. A Lady Killer Meets a Lady Killer. A bit wrong, isn't it? It's a little bit wrong. A little bit wrong. But there you go, Sister Street Fighter. I was thinking, that's pretty cool looking. It's pretty cool looking. What's it say? Tina Long is beautiful, delicate, and deadly. She's Sister Street Fighter, sexy but vicious and determined to deliver justice. This time it's personal. Tina's secret agent brother has been captured by the mob. Excuse me. Captured by the mob. And she goes undercover to rescue him with a little help from the Street Fighter. They take on the infamous Hammerhead and do a little hammering of their own. Approximate time, 78 minutes. Has anyone seen Sister Street Fighter? There's the tape. I don't know, would you categorize it as a world movie? Probably. Has no topper on it. But look, man, I don't see things like this, so I figured I'd pick it up. And I will buy and have bought and do own you know, martial arts movies, Bruce Lee, old school kind of fight movies, early Jackie Chan. I think I've got all the Police Story movies, Drunken Master, all that stuff. Sister Street Fighter. I thought that was pretty cool. And look, there's the original Sanity sticker of $9.95 on special. Yeah, cool. Are you drinking anything, Mark? Do you want to tell me while I'm having a sip of my beer if you're drinking anything? Or are you working? Are you working away? I picked this one up. I swear I don't think I own this on VHS, but I'm starting to doubt myself now. So I picked it up anyway, just in case. I can always resell it if I need to. I picked up a classic Nicolas Cage movie, John Cusack and John Malkovich. Oh, it's even got a Saber sticker on it, so they've resold it. Con Air. I really like Nicolas Cage. I think he's a complete nut, but I really love him. I think he's just... The guy just takes on the most odd movies, and I know he's not doing... He just doesn't give a fuck, and that's what I really like about him. He doesn't give a fuck. He's like, oh, I'm Nicolas Cage, and I'll do a huge, big blockbuster 1 minute, and then I'll do 3 little movies the next, because he likes the character, he likes something about it that keeps him real. I really respect that. I really respect that he doesn't give a fuck about tarnishing his reputation, because Nicolas Cage has always been Nicolas Cage. There is the front one with a great logo for Con Air. It's a fantastic logo. It's got a topper from Buena Vista Home Entertainment, as usual. It is a little bit stained, but the VHS tape looks clean. Can't say as I've really ever run into any movies that are not clean or are moldy. You got Jackie Chan there on the inside. Rumble in the Bronx, fantastic movie, by the way. If you haven't seen Rumble in the Bronx, what a fun movie. The Rock and Eddie Murphy in Metro. I don't recall Metro. I do love The Rock. Yeah, $2 each. Once again, a little bit too much. They did reprice them recently and say they're only $1, and then took it back and said they're actually $2 again. So I don't know what's going on with them, but you can't go wrong with Con Air. And I think it's one of those movies where if you don't like action movies, especially if you don't like retro action movies, you're not going to like a lot of action movies. There's just a lot of action movies that won't fit your bill. If you like action movies, especially older action movies, there's a formula in the 80s and 90s. What's dog water? Dog water. Dog water. Okay. Oh, you're drinking dog water. That's not true. Actually, I just recalled what I was asking him. That's not true. I know you're not drinking dog water. I know you got a dog, but you're not drinking dog water. That's for sure. And we should get together to drink beer very, very soon. I know you got a deadline, no pressure, but we need to, at some stage, get together and have a beer. Even if I do, run up to your house in your own location, don't get you to leave, run up to you, have a couple of beers, have something to eat to make it work, and then come home. I reckon I could do that, just so that you don't have to leave, so you're close to everything. You just let me know how you get on. But I would like to do that, because I'm only on leave for a week, man. A week of freedom. This one I picked up. I don't know if you've seen this, Mark, or anyone else in the chat. I don't even know if I've seen this one. I thought it was immediately one of those movies that was done on a budget back in the day, which this one looks like it probably was. But I might be mixing this movie up. But you like fantasy movies, Mark, and I grew up reading a lot of King Arthur stuff. I read King Arthur books when I was younger, and I was infatuated with that story. But The Legend of King Arthur, if you want to know who the director is, I can tell you. This is a BBC TV production. So you might have seen it, potentially, in association with Time Life Television. Directed by Rodney Bennett. So I'm going to assume this is like a BBC director, or a BBC... how many times can I say BBC? A BBC-produced movie, telemovie, The Legend of King Arthur. Do you recognise anyone there? He looks a little bit like Master Pycelle from Game of Thrones. Just a little bit. His face looks a little bit like him. But yeah, Lady in the Lake, the sword, Excalibur. What's that on the side there? You gonna focus, Roddy? Oh, Castle Vision. Oh, you saw The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent by Nick Cage. Yeah, so he played himself in that, didn't he? I haven't seen that, but he apparently played he acted as himself, which is very interesting. Have you seen this though? Have you seen The Legend of King Arthur from BBC? I'm not going to read all that because back in the day they wrote a lot on the back of these things. But there you got some actors there. It runs for, oh, you're going to cut me off with how long it runs for? Really? Oh, there you go. 110 minutes approximately. 110 minutes approximately. The last time I watched a movie on a plane was when we went to Bali. You'll remember that. And I watched Star Wars, The Last Jedi. Was it The Last Jedi? Yeah, it was The Last Jedi. And I remember it because I had seen not the Rise of Skywalker. I had seen The Force Awakens, and I was like, it started off good, but didn't end up going anywhere that I wanted it to go. And I was kind of semi-deflated, and I thought the second movie might make it better. And I was on the plane watching it, and I visibly, like you could hear me verbally, hear me say throughout the movie, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Look, everybody's right there. I just need to be really quiet. What the fuck am I watching?" I could not believe it. I could not believe when I was watching The Last Jedi what I was watching. I don't know. I was on the plane just going, what is happening right now? This isn't Star Wars. I don't understand. I just was confused. I'm on a plane trying to watch Star Wars, and I was like, this is all wrong. What's happening? That was the last movie I watched on a plane. Obviously, if you fly Jetstar, you never get any movies. This was international. International, because I'm an international person. International Man of Mystery. Have you guessed the movie yet? Mark, have you guessed the movie? I've given you a lot to go by. Please don't Google it. Don't Google it. I'll know if you Google it. Don't Google it. Moving on to the next one. This one I put down, and I picked it up again because I thought, this is just B grade to the max. It's listed as PG for one. I don't understand. I put it down because I thought it was like a crime of passion kind of movie. And it is that, but it's also a crime of passion movie where the person who's committing the crime of passion is possessed by a spirit of somebody who survived a crime of passion or died from a crime of passion. You'll never know what it is. And I can't believe it's PG. Yeah, this movie's called, but please bear with me, The Secret Passions. I first saw this, I was like, oh, it looks cheesy, but not my thing. I put it down. I always flick through VHS twice in case I miss anything. So I start at the top and I always go through. I pick things out. Yep. Go to the back, look through the back ones, pick things up, move things out. And then I start again, where I go from the bottom back up, or I go from the top back down. And I picked this one up again. I'm like, there's something odd about this movie. So I read a bit. So let me just read to you, because when you first see this, sorry, I don't want to do that to you, seeing my unblinkered face. When you see this, you're like, yeah, she's holding a knife, but you know, this looks like a love movie with some like semi-thrilling kind of threats and stuff in it. But then I read the front and the back. A possessed woman driven to kill her husband in the suspense thriller of the year. Yeah, not doing much for me. And there's that giant PG at the top there. PG. I mean, she's kind of wearing a saucy dress and she's holding him in a sort of loving, saucy way. But on the back, you got this. And on the back, you've got written, and you'll notice the picture. Let me show you the picture. You'll notice the picture. Okay, yeah, he's obviously, you know, look at the puffy shirt, as Seinfeld would put it, the puffy shirt. And then look at the side picture. Someone's getting hanged. And that made me go, something's really weird about this. Let me just read the back. Beautiful Susan Lucci stars as a young possessed woman driven to kill her husband in this suspenseful, thrilling motion picture. We never have to forget to call it a motion picture. It's not a photo, it's a motion picture. She visits a restored colonial inn in Unionville, USA. So this is modern times. She visits a restored colonial inn in Unionville, USA with her husband, John James. John James. My name's John James. What's your name, pretty lady? In her full-length room mirror, there appears the spirit of a sultry colonial barmaid. Of course it is. Who was hanged for killing her lover. The spirit possesses her and orders that she murder her husband. Can the strength of her love for her husband overcome the spell? The only reason I picked this up was someone's getting possessed. Now, this could still be complete cheese, and probably is complete cheese, but I can't say no to a really old movie about someone possessing someone's body and telling them to kill them. So this could just be non-smart. This could be crazy, stupid, lovey-dovey crap. What year was it? It says, oh, it's 1987, boy. 1987. So it's an 80s movie about a woman possessed by the spirit of a hanged woman telling her to kill her husband. So even if it's terrible, it might still be fun. And maybe a bit saucy, but it's PG. So it's possible it's not. All right, moving on. I picked this one up purely because it's got John Candy in it. I didn't even check that it was in there. Yes, it's in there. It's in there. It's got a big sticker on the front of it saying X Rental, which we love. It's also got Civic Video on the front, which we love. We love Civic Video. I want to get a bunch of those movie video store logos, like the round stickers, and make them into badges. That's what I want to do. Get the Video Easy one and Blockbuster, and was it Civic, Blockbuster, Easy Video, and then you got all of the mom and pop stores, John Candy, Maureen O'Hara, Ali Sheedy, and Anthony Quinn and James Belushi. Come on. Only the Lonely? I mean, look at the cut on her face, so that's not a very good location, but Only the Lonely. John Candy. I love John Candy. A comedy for anyone who's ever had a mother. Look at this guy. This is cool, man. This is cool. Only the Lonely. John Candy all the way. I'm a John Candy fanboy all the way. Poor guy. He was such a genuine soul. Has anyone seen Only the Lonely? Look, I know I have seen it. I 100% know I've seen it, but it's been so long, I couldn't tell you the story. I could guess the story from memory, which ain't much of a memory there, but I've seen it. I've seen most of John Candy's films. Oh, look, it's got that beautiful Civic Video sticker on it. Please rewind. So I had to pick that up, $2. I mean, I spent a bit too much. Really, they should be 50 cents to $1 each. This was the star of the show. Now, I have another bag of things I want to show you here, down here. They're mostly Blu-ray. There are some VHS tapes in there as well. But this, over the course of all of them, is the star of the show. I didn't do a full check. Yep. This soundtrack I used to own on cassette. This soundtrack to this fantastic movie I used to own on cassette. I don't own this movie of the 3 that were made back in the day. I don't own them on VHS. But when I saw this on the shelf, I went immediately looking for the other ones. The first and the third. Couldn't find them. So either somebody else picked them up because they didn't have them. Apologies. Or they just weren't there and this was the only thing they donated. So I might have to go back to the store and see if they donate the other ones. But this one is the best of the lot. And this one is, of course, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Now, when I say the best of the lot, I don't mean the best of the movies themselves. I mean the best of all the VHS tapes that I found is this movie. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. This is the VHS cover. This is the cover we know and love. Oh, stoked. Just so stoked. I saw it, I was like, what the hell? Had to pick it up. Yeah, look, I don't think it's the best movie of the three. I'm always going to put, I think, Raiders first. Raiders of the Lost Ark first. I think I'm always going to put that one first. But I think I kind of put them in order. I think the ones I like the most are number 1, Raiders of the Lost Ark, number 2, Temple of Doom, and number 3, Last Crusade. Remember, I used to have the Last Crusade game on the Amiga back in the day. It was like a side-scrolling kind of puzzler. Side-scrolling action puzzler. I love that movie too, but I'm still going to put them in order. I love Raiders of the Lost Ark first and foremost. Temple of Doom was a fantastic movie. I have a giant book about Indiana Jones down there in my collection. So stoked. So stoked to find this on VHS. It just doesn't happen. Come on, Roddy. With bonus interviews. And really clean. Really clean. Rewound, which is fantastic. The inside of the cover has the Indiana Joneses, all of them. Not just 1, 2, and 3. It's got the bonus ones. I can't even read that from here. My eyesight's so bad. Yeah, yep. The young Indiana Jones, which I've got one of the VHS tapes, and then the rest are young Indiana Jones. So the rest on the bottom here are the young Indiana Jones on the inside. I love the logo. Love the logo of Indiana Jones. People try to emulate that logo. They don't do it any justice, really. All right, so we're just going to have a short break for 2 seconds while I go and grab the other bag and sort it out. Just give me 2 seconds because I've got a lot to go through. Most of them are going to be Blu-ray. I would say, no, 50% are going to be Blu-ray. Just give me a second. I hope I haven't lost anyone. I hope I've actually gained some people. No, we've still got 2 live viewers. Thank you so much for sticking around, the 2 people. And plus, I need to top up my beer. So let me top up my beer. Mark, please tell me, you're not drinking dog water. What are you drinking? What are you drinking, my friend? I'm going to guess. Let me guess. Can we let me guess? I'm going to guess Guinness or Kilkenny. That's what I'm going to guess. Or if you've been doing too much of that, if you've been doing too much of that, I'm going to guess that you're drinking either Pirate Life or North of Nowhere. That's my guess. Am I right on any of those 4 guesses? Guinness, Kilkenny, North of Nowhere, or Pirate Life? I've given you 4. 4. I don't know why I put my thumb in that, but I've given you 4. Am I right on any of those? Because I know you're drinking. I know you are. I'm not saying you're an alcoholic. I'm saying that you will drink because I'm drinking. It's Saturday night. I'm going to drink. I'll wait for your response. I'll go and sort out these physical media pieces. Hang tight, guys. Do not leave. If you know someone's about to leave or about to join, tell them to join. Threaten them with a good hosing down with the garden hose, if you have to. Threaten them that you will read them you'll read them Dora the Explorer, the original books, if you have to. Threaten them. And I'll be back in a second. Hang on. Let me just put you back onto... I'll give you the fireplace. Come on, I'll give you the fireplace. I'll wait for Mark to respond what he's drinking, if at all. You can say none if you're not drinking any, but tell me the truth. Anyone else that wants to jump into the chat, please go ahead and do so. Hang on. It's not dog water and oven bits, Mark. I know you're not drinking dog water and eating oven bits. I'm going to assume you're drinking Guinness and you're eating corn chips. That's what I'm going to guess. You can prove me otherwise. I'll tell everyone you're eating corn chips and drinking Guinness unless you tell me the truth. Hang on, I'll be back in a sec. All right, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. All right, so let's get you back onto Roddy Cam. Roddy Cam. There we go. There we go. We're all good. We're all good. Okay, so I got some beer. I actually stacked up the new ones that I want to show you of the physical medium. Now, what I'm going to do is, this is empty. So I have these, they're just lagers. They're just leftover lagers. They're very small cans. The Rivet Gold, they're from Aldi. They're 3.5%. They're nothing to write home about, but they're beer. They basically come in I think it's a 12-pack. I took some out with me. I went out last weekend because I wasn't doing a Doom vlog anyway, obviously for obvious reasons. I went out to a friend's 50th. Had an okay time. It was all right until the trance music started. I'm not a trance music person, and trance music is their first and foremost love. Good for them. Very happy for them. They had some really groovy techno music on earlier, like really groovy, where the bass is really groovy, like, you know, really groovy, really groovy. I don't know why I tried to tell you what a techno bass line sounded like, but yeah, really groovy, made me want to dance. And then they put on trance, and I tried to dance for a while, and I gave up, and I got really, really drunk and threw up in the garden. Pretty good all out there for you. And then slept in my car for about 5 hours. So let's open this. But I was mixing a lot of drinks. I will tell you, in my defense, normally I pick one thing and I stick to it. I didn't stick to one thing. I had vodka, I had vodka, I had beer, I had wine, I had cocktails, I had bourbon, I had wine, I had champagne, and I drank a lot. And to be fair, in my defense also, I didn't, that negative thing didn't happen to me until about 4 in the morning. So I had been going all night. Let's use 2 of these to top this up, because I think this will require 2 of these tiny little cans. Look at that, it's about halfway. Yes, luckily for me, I had brought all the apparati with me to set up and sleep in my car. And lucky for me, by the time I was really ill, Some good friends walked me to my car, flattened one of the seats down the back, and threw my sleeping bag out there and told me to get under it, which I did, and then I slept it off. And I gave away a really old skateboard to somebody random. I had like a bunch of old skateboards in the back of my car, and I was like, "Oh, I love you, man. You're awesome. Here, have a skateboard." Because, you know, if you know me, that's kind of like my MO. If I meet you and I like you, half my stuff will be yours by the end of the night. All right, we've got a new beer, and we're going to go through the second stack of physical media. That Rivet Lager is actually not too bad. Have you tried Rivet Lager, Mark? Have you tried Rivet Lager? Pretty sure I've given you one in the past. You might not remember. All right, so let's move on to the second stack. I told you I had a lot of physical media. We're down to one live viewer. Thank you, whoever was here that stuck around for this long. I want to show you this first before I go into the rest. Mark, you will be very interested to pay attention. This is Lord of the Rings related. I have never seen this before in my life. I found it in an op shop, and the lady goes, "Oh yeah, that's that Lord of the Rings thing. Comes with a little booklet and a CD," and I was like, "Yeah, I don't even know what it is. I got no idea." I think it has something to do with a statue, but it can't be the statue that you get with the special editions because they don't come with this DVD. But it looks like it's like one of the statues, but I don't know. Mark may or may not know. I don't know how much of physical media he follows in terms of, like, you know, releases and such. But let me just show it to you. Are you paying attention, Mark? Because this is right up your alley. I'll just take a sip. I'll give you a second. Lord of the Rings related. Have you seen this before? Look, it looks like it comes as part of something else. Like it goes in something else. But Gollum. Look, just that. Gollum. Big and thick. Big and thick. How we like our... I don't know. I think I'm not going to complete that sentence. The back. Look at the artwork. This is related to creativity. Mark, you seeing this? Have you seen this before? I swear this comes... I'll have to look it up. I think it comes with maybe a statue. I'm not 100% certain about this. It's got all of the, you know, it's got New Line Cinema and it's got Roadshow Entertainment on it. It's like a book of sorts. Oops, sorry, Roddy. It's like a book of sorts. Yeah, it's really odd. And I saw that on the shelf and I was scanning through because I really don't go through the DVDs much anymore. I just look for Blu-rays and keep moving on. And I'll give it a quick scan, see if I see anything odd like a horror movie or something. I saw that. And I'm like, what is this? Let me open it up. Hang on. There's no good way to do this. So there's the front. There's the side. There's the back. But Mark, have you seen this? Everyone, viewers, have you seen this? It opens up like this. Okay. So you got a disc. What does that say, Roddy? No, the book fell out. It's a book in here too. It says, look, capturing movie memories, the Gollum, inverted commas, Smeagol collectible. But the way that picture on the disc looks like, it looks like the Smeagol from The Hobbit. Like, you know, when you got the Hobbit, or I don't know if you've had it before, Mark, but when you have the Lord of the Rings, special editions would come with a special over-the-top edition that had the statues. I've got the Minas Tirith one. I wanted all of them, but I never really collected them. Let's have a look at the disc. Disc is quite clean. There's some smudges, but it's very clean. Very clean. You can see all the rainbow. Wow, rainbow. Whoa, it's like a Pink Floyd video. Smudgy but clean. And then you get this booklet, right? But in any of the extended editions that I've seen before, you don't get any of this. You don't get this at all. So this could be... Okay, let me show it to you. Hang on. You saw it sort of on the inside. Gollum. You got these beautiful drawings. Mark, you would love this so much. Look at the sketches. Is it Alan Lee or is it... I guess it might be both of them. I don't know. But you get this booklet, and in the booklet you get just pages of like 3D modeling. Is there anybody's name in the front? Compiled by Gary Russell, author of the Art of the Lord of the Rings movies series of books. You get pictures from the film, obviously, as you do. A lot of it's just sketches and renderings and 3D models. You got like a clay model. You got all of this writing. I'll have to look into it. Creating Gollum. Andy Serkis. Alan Lee. So Alan Lee's drawings. Alan Lee's drawings. Yeah, saying Alan Lee at the beginning, but I think they probably would have combined John House. So this is all of the... I've seen this drawing before, by the way, of Gollum. Warren Mahi. I think if you watch the Lord of the Rings DVDs, extended edition documentaries, which are just fantastic and fascinating. That could be, that's a whole, like, I could just sink into that whole background disc thing, and I did when it first came out. Guinness is shortening your attention span. Looks like John Howard, Alan Lee. Guinness can't shorten your attention span. But now I know you're drinking Guinness, so at least I was right about that. I just default to Guinness whenever I can't think of a beer. Just amazing little booklet. Now, what I'm going to assume that... I don't know what the statue is, but it looks like it's the statue from The Hobbit. When they gave you... Sorry, Mike. When they gave you a statue from The Hobbit. Like, all these drawings I've seen before in Lord of the Rings. In the documentaries. Photos... Just a fantastic book. Ben Wooten. He was the one that was very particular about armor. Dragons don't have, what do you say? Dragons don't have pincers on their wings because they don't make sense. When I was younger, I dreamed of being on a Lord of the Rings film. I wanted to be a conceptual artist on a Lord of the Rings film. Christian Rivers, who's become a director in his time as well. He really became very close friends with Peter Jackson and has directed his own films. You obviously got 3D modeling, actual physical 3D modeling. A great little booklet. I'm trying not to damage it. You got the maquettes. I don't know if they're maquettes, like the busts of Gollum. But this is a weird disc. Look, it's just random stuff. Now, I'm going to have to play it at some point just to see what's on it. I'm going to guess it's just a making of the statue. But which statue was it? That's the curious thing. Because as far as I remember, there was no statue for the Lord of the Rings of Gollum. There was a statue for... Unless they did a separate one, maybe it was part of the Weta Workshop ones. Maybe that's what it was. Because I know that for The Hobbit, they released a Gollum statue. So... It's a disc and a booklet, a beautiful booklet. I got that for $1. For $1. So it just fits into this little case. Gollum. It's seen better days. It's a bit bent around the edges, but I thought, Mark, you would like that. I thought, Mark, you'd like to see that. I'm a bit, I don't get as involved with Lord of the Rings as I used to, but I'm quietly obsessed with it. It's something I've been quietly obsessed with for a long time. In fact, I wasn't quietly obsessed with it when I was younger because it became my whole world when they released the movies. It was like I just lived in that world. I would replay the movies over and over and over again. So I just wanted to show you that because what a fascinating little discovery. Who would have thought this was even a thing? I didn't even know it was a thing. Maybe it came with a statue. I'm going to assume it came with the statue, that you paid for the privilege of the statue and then you got this in there. But I'm going to have to look it up and figure it out. All right, we're going to start with VHS tapes because we have 6 of them. I don't want to keep you up, Mark, as well, if you need to do what you need to do, but thank you for being here. I love the stickers on this one, but I loved this movie back in the day. I don't know if anyone else has opinions on this movie back in the day. Anyone a Mel Gibson fan before he became a, I don't know, a Jew-hating idiot? Anyone got opinions on Mel Gibson? I don't know if he really is anti-Semitic, but God's almighty. If he isn't, then he's really fucked up. He's really fucked up because when you're that drunk, maybe you need to reevaluate your life. Let me top this beer up before I finish my sentence. Because the thing with Mel Gibson is, I don't hate him. Let me just throw this big man. Yes, 3 shots. I don't hate Mel Gibson, even to this day. And I guess that's probably easier for me than somebody who's actually been offended by him. But I have lost a lot of respect for him over the years. If you've ever watched Apocalypto, what a movie. I mean, I went into watching Apocalypto not even thinking it was going to be anything good. Just not even thinking as a director it was going to be anything good. Apocalypto is a absolutely amazing movie. It's a road movie. It's a chase movie. He did. He's very respectful of the cultural differences. From what I can tell, obviously I wasn't there, and obviously employed actors from that region. But Apocalypto is an amazing movie. And to this day, one of my favorite movies. So there you go. So I can love and hate a man at the same time. And obviously, I am a huge Mad Max fan. He's done many movies. Lethal Weapon, Mad Max were probably the ones I love the most. Apocalypto. Man Without a Face, I remember watching that. It was a really weird movie, but it was still good. But then you have him in this. And I read a lot of Shakespeare when I was in school. And he was in a fantastic movie of Hamlet. Mel Gibson and Glenn Close. You got Video Busters on the front, $2 weekly. You got this, whatever this says, the smash hit cinema release. This movie is an amazing movie for a Shakespeare movie. I remember being in school and having to watch for English, having to watch Shakespeare movies. Most of them were like BBC movies. You may recall them, Mark, or anybody else who's watching. You may remember the BBC movies from back in the day when you had to learn them in class. Usually they did the plays on a blank stage, and they would decorate the stage as if it was a stage set, and they would play it out for you. So you're just watching the acting and the dialogue and the direction of, the enunciation of the actual story. But then you've got this, which was an amazing version of Hamlet. And Mel Gibson, having that crazy side when he was a bit younger, did a phenomenal job of Hamlet. And so I had to pick it up on VHS. I think I paid $2 for it. I probably would never have paid $2 for a VHS tape, but that's where things seem to be going. So I'm just a bit selective, that's all. But a very cool movie. And look at this, this beautiful, got the red little lifter on the back. It has RCA Columbia Pictures Hoyt's Video written on there. But it's got the red, then it's got the red topper. with the copyright violation. And the Hamlet thing with a red background as well on the sticker. I have Alan Lee's signed sketchbook. You got it at Weta, New Zealand. You got a signed sketch. Wait. Do you mean, I need clarification here, Mark. Do you mean you have Alan Lee's signed sketchbook, as in his sketchbook was reproduced and he signed it? Or you actually have Alan Lee's signed sketchbook? I'm not. I have to wait for this answer. Is it a copy of Alan Lee's sketchbook, but he signed it, so it's a real signature on a copy of his sketchbook, or is it his real sketchbook? Did you buy his real sketchbook? Because I am utterly fascinated with that right now. Please don't leave me hanging. You're in a live chat. You got to tell me. You got to tell me. Don't be rebellious. Don't be a punk. You got to tell me. Don't fight the system. I'm not the system. I'm not the system. I need to know. That's okay, because I've never have thought that Alan Lee would have put up his sketchbook for sale, but you never know. But even so, Mark, you have a signed copy of his sketchbook, and I am very jealous. Well done. That's awesome. I bet. I hope you have it somewhere nice and secure. I mean, I don't collect a lot of autographs, but I have a few. I mean, I wouldn't say a lot, but a few. I hope you got that somewhere secure. That's fantastic, man. I love that. You got to show me one day. Show me one day. That would be brilliant. Thank you for sharing that. All right, I'm going to show you some more. We were talking about Asian action movies from back in the day. I let this one go last time and I came back for it. Jackie Chan in New Fist of Fury. Look at this cover. Look at that painted cover. Mark, look at the painted cover. That's not a photo. Roddy, come on, get with the program, Roddy. That's a painted cover. Look at that MG20, whatever that thing is. You also have a piece of chewing gum that might have been his, was under his signing table. Was it on his side of the signing table? Or was it on the other side of the signing table? It's like, I found some gum under his signing table. Would he have reached where the gum was, or was it like somebody else just stuffed it under there? I don't want to break the allure, man. Sorry. I'm going to shut up now. New Fist of Fury. I don't know if this is a bootleg. It feels like a bootleg. I reckon you got gypped on the chewing gum. If it's on your side of the table, it's some punter that's actually left it there. This is going to come in under my mind as either a bootleg, which has got a real possibility because it has no topper. And look at that typing, the type font set on there. It looks a little bit generic. But a lot of these action movies from Asia Pacific back in the day were actually kind of like that. The reason why I think it's legit is the back. Let me just show you the front again. It's right. Like everything's lined up correctly. Everything's lined up correctly, though the font is very basic. The back is lined up correctly. So, I mean, that's pretty good for what it was back in the day. It's pretty good for what it was back in the day. It looks legit. I mean, the only thing that would ever make me worry about that, and there's a giant saver sticker on here, would be if that was all out of whack and had been cut up in a weird way. I would find that would be more like a bootleg. But yeah, that sticker does worry me a little bit, but I'm not expecting high art here. A lot of 80s movies have got that kind of decal on it. Jackie Chan, New Fist of Fury. Had to pick it up. It's $2. Another one. Asia Pacific. Oh, this stack is really tall. And you can tell because the Asian movies, the Asia Pacific movies, were obviously receipted into this country as a merchandise by distribution companies from Asia Pacific. And Asian Pacific movie and distribution companies, they didn't do things the way we did things. So some of these have just simple decals on them, and they obviously have really nice covers, but the decals and the stickers will be very simple. This one is the Leopard Fist Ninja. Come on, man, at an op shop. The Ninja and America's #1 black belt killing machines. Gosh, I'm drinking now, I can't see. In a duel to the death. Come on. This is going to be B grade Asia Pacific cinema at its best and worst. The Leopard Fist Ninja. The Ninja and America's #1 black belt killing machines. It says machines, doesn't it? In a duel to the death. Had to pick it up. I'm going to have to go back to Vinny's and see if I can find more. I love those little pictures that they always put on the spine because they had so much room on these giant cases. Leopard Fist Ninja. Now that I've got a week off, I can put VHS on, I can put Blu-rays on, I can put fucking anything I want on. It says these all came from Savers as well, and it was at a Vinny's. $2. It's in there. You can see the spine. I'll show you the spine. Asia Pacific movies didn't come with Hollywood toppers, all the fancy stuff. They were like that. So sometimes they might feel like they're bootleg, but they're not always bootleg. I don't have Mark anything signed by any Lord of the Rings people, I don't think. I don't think I do. No, I don't. I do have some books written by people. I have a lot of Lord of the Rings books, like, you know, movie books you probably own yourself, but I don't have anything signed. So you did well. I'll leave this one until after. I'll do this one. We'll leave this one till last because that one's pretty cool looking. I picked this one up because you don't often see these out there, and it's an era movie for me. Not the first one, obviously, but I picked up the Karate Kid 2 because it was there. This is when he went to Japan. And he learned about where his sensei came from and the people that hated him there. He fell in love with another girl. He always falls in love with a girl. And then learned about how to defend himself and her. Ralph Macchio, Pat Morita, and the Karate Kid 2. The Kid is back. These are the Karate Kid movies I like. I don't like the new ones. Don't take offense. I just don't like it. I don't even think it needed a remake. I don't even think it needed to be made into a TV series, though a lot of people love it. Even people like the Critical Drinker and all of his guests that come on and help him. I can't remember one of their names. Mauler likes it. Critical Drinker likes it. A bunch of other people like it. I don't really... Cobra Kai, it's not really my thing. I watched some episodes with my wife and I was like really hamming up going over the past. Didn't like it. But everyone else seems to like it. So yeah, Karate Kid 2. I remember rewatching this. This is probably my most rewatched movie. Karate Kid I saw quite a few times. You know, at the end of Karate Kid, how I can't remember his name, the Cobra Kai guy, the sensei, he punches the window of the glass of the window of the car because the sensei steps out of the way and just lets him do damage to himself. That's not in movie 1. We all thought it was in movie 1. It was actually a recap in movie 2, this movie. It recaps the end of number 1 in number 2, and that's where you get the fingers smashing through the glass or fists smashing through the glass of the car window. You don't get it in 1 like we remember. Isn't that an interesting fact? What do they call that? They call that when you think something's true but it's not and you can't find any evidence of it being true. They call it something. Oh, I could never look that up. It's too hard to look it up. There's a word for that when you think something's true but it's not, and it's part of the zeitgeist of humanity. Yeah, but Karate Kid 2, it's in there. It looks good. Doesn't have a topper. Has a legitimate spine decal on it though. So yeah, I had to pick it up. Yeah, but not really interested in Cobra Kai. Just not interested in it. Some parts were really good. Some parts were funny. We were talking about Rumble in the Bronx before, and I forgot I picked this up. Jackie Chan, Rumble in the Bronx on VHS. What a great movie. If you want to watch the most innovative ways of fighting, jumping in and out of a fridge, using a pool table, in the back of a shopping trolley, through a shopping trolley, using everything around him as a weapon, Rumble in the Bronx is that movie. And it's a fantastic movie at that. Now, everything has Buena Vista Home Entertainment on it, because that was one of our main distributors from back in the day. But there you go, Rumble in the Bronx. Come on, Roddy, fucking focus. There you go, Rumble in the Bronx. And it's rewound too, and very clean. What else is on the inside? Crimson Tide, Spy Hard. Oh yeah, Leslie Nelson. I have Rumble in the Bronx on DVD, but until I find it on Blu-ray, I'm not getting rid of it. Now, this is one of the last this is the last VHS tape, and I picked it up because it seemed like a B-grade piece of beauty. I don't think it has a rating. It's on 1K video, sorry, 7 Keys video, starring Bo Svensson, Anita Ekberg, starring Bo Svensson, Anita Ekberg, Donald Pleasance is in this, and Richard Romanus. Men hunted by the warrior women of the Amazon. And this is called, and this I had to pick up, Gold of the Amazon Women. There's no rating. Oh no, it says PG. But everything said PG back then. Oh, just watch it if your parents say it's okay. Gold of the Amazon Women. There's the spine. I picked it up because it looked like B-grade gold. Literally, no pun intended. There's Donald Pleasance. Look at those busty women. Look at them. Their busts are falling all over the place. Men hunted by the warrior women of the Amazon. And then it says, it's got a sticker over it. It's got 2 explorers from New York City searching for the fabled cities of gold in the something jungle. I'm assuming it says hunted by a tribe of warrior women who want something or other. And I'm going to have to peel this sticker off. I have to read this. This has got to be Roger Corman-esque, Mark. Roger Corman-esque. Well, that came off easy. Roger Corman-esque gold. Now, I'm not saying that you should just watch movies because there's boobs in them, because that's not the reason for movies, but if it's B-grade enough, it's going to be a fun ride. It's going to be a fun ride. We need to speed up. We've been here for a long time. Let's read the rest of it. It says, 2 explorers from New York City searching for the fabled cities of gold in the South American jungle are captured by a tribe of beautiful, man-hungry women who want them to be the slaves and studs for their warrior tribe of Amazons. Come on. Look, here's the spine. It says PG. We know that's not going to be PG. Who was the director? Doesn't tell me. Nope, doesn't tell me. I could look it up. But we know PG might mean that there might be some nips being slipped. B grade to the max. Does it have a year even? Is there a year? Blah, 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 blah. 91 minutes. Oh, now I'm intrigued because there's no year on it. Okay, let's guess a year. I'm going to guess either late 70s or very, very early 80s. Gold of the Amazon Women. Let's look it up. Excuse me, Mike. For year 1979. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. By the visuals on the back. I didn't give you an exact date or year, but late 70s, early 80s is what I said, and it's 1979. And I don't know, should we watch the trailer? I don't know if we've got any trailers for it. I mean, I can show you some images. It looks very 70s, but very late 70s. I'm just looking at some images now. Yeah, it's going to be cheesy. It's going to be cheesy. I don't think there's anything bad in it. I don't think there's anything bad in it. I think they're just very buxom and very alluring. Yeah, I don't think there's anything bad in it, but still PG from back in the day. Let's reduce this. Where's my... There we go. All right, so let's move on to next things. I forgot about this CD. I picked this up. I didn't open it. I picked it up mostly because it had the Star Treks logo on it. If you remember Star Treks, they were like a company that usually did re-releases of albums. You know, once they've already been released, they would do a re-release. This cost me $2, but it was reduced to $1, so I paid $1 for it. This is a CD of the album Rock Hard by Suzi Quatro. Disc is extremely clean. I think it's been played once, it feels like. Anyone else like Suzi Quatro? You can see Star Treks on the top there. Obviously it's saying over 60 minutes of music. Suzi Quatro, Rock Hard. Who doesn't like some Suzi Quatro? She would have been a wild child back in the day. Suzi Quatro, and you've got tons of tracks. This is why I know this is a re-release. So yeah, I had to pick it up. Only cost me $1. And it's going to go in the CD collection. That is now once again overflowing, even though I've just reset up shelves for everything here. And now we're going to venture into our Blu-rays. Now these Blu-rays are stuff. I found half of it, some of it, no, not half, less than half. I found at op shops. The rest I got at JB Hi-Fi that had a special on a bunch of them. I think they must have not been able to sell some. So we're going to go through them. This one I found at an op shop. Sticky tape. Poor man's security on this one. Open sesame. I need to look at the discs. I don't need to look at the JB Hi-Fi ones because they're brand new. Oh, it's got a little sleeve in it and everything. Really clean. I already have all of the movies of this franchise with Mila Jovovich, but I thought I'll start collecting them on Blu-ray, and once I've got them all, I'll get rid of the DVDs. Resident Evil, Afterlife, these movies made no sense. The first movie barely made sense. Every other movie after that didn't really make sense. I always found them really confusing. I'd follow a plot or a subplot line, and then I'd end up going, well, what's happening right now? I don't really understand what's going on. But it had Mila Jovovich in it. So I picked up Afterlife, which I don't know which number out of the 6. There were 6 of them. How they managed to stretch that out to 6 movies. But still cheesy, still fun. Still, you know, back in the day. Disc is really cleaned. I paid, I think, $3 for it. Yeah, $3. $3. Added to the collection. It was in the store. I had to pick it up. This one came from an op shop as well. Also has poor man's security tape on there. Please don't do this to me. Just open. How are you all doing? You all good? I'm going to have to do a bio break in a minute. We've still got a few things to get through. We're nearly at 4 in the morning, so we'll have to wind it down soon. I've been talking a lot. I think I started at, what, 1:30 or something like that? We're at 3:30, so we're already at 2 hours. Disc is really clean. That's awesome. National Treasure 2, Nicolas Cage. He did a great job in these Walt Disney movies, the National Treasure movies. It's like the more modern Indiana Jones. Disc is super clean. I paid, was it $5? I don't think, no. So when I went in one day, they had all their Blu-rays at $3, and this one happened to be $5. I'm like, look, I don't mean to be rude. Can I just ask, why is this $5? Is there something special about it? I need to know because it's taped up. They said, no, it's probably a mistake. People price them how they like, which is ridiculous. They should have a sign up saying Blu-rays are this much. She goes, I'll just reduce it to 3. That's fine. I said, look, I don't want to be in any trouble, but I don't want to pay 5 for a movie that's not worth 5. And she did. She reduced it to 3. So it's a $5 movie reduced to 3. And I now need to find number 1. Oh, do I have number 1? I'll do a search outside of here. I have a niggling suspicion I might have number 1. I'll have to double check, but I definitely don't have National Treasure 2. I will double check or fact check myself and see if I've got number 1. Now, these are all brand new, but sealed, but on special. So let's go through these. Let's go with this one. We'll go Orca, the killer whale. I haven't opened it, so I can't open up, check the disc, which there's no need to. I think it was 70s. Yeah, 77. 1977, you know, it's like Jaws, but not Jaws. I'm pretty sure they did, I don't know the year Jaws was made. Can we do that? Can we check Jaws? Jaws year. Mark might jump in before me. I don't want the images. I want all. 1975 Jaws. Okay, so and after Jaws, obviously people tried to copy them because, you know, Jaws did really well. So they come up with other movies. And then you've got Orca. Apparently this is actually a really good movie, though. A really good movie. It's got Richard Harris and Charlotte Rampling in it. I haven't opened this, obviously. It's a brand new movie. I will get around to watching it this week, hopefully. And the special features on it are an interview with Philippa Guedge. This only cost me $14.50. So I was going through their cheap disc kind of table. Yeah, after Jaws, yeah. But, you know, whenever somebody makes a good movie, people copy it. That's just the way of it. But I heard this is actually a good movie. I've heard many people. It's a Dino De Laurentiis film. $14.50. I mean, come on. You can't go wrong with a $14.50 movie. Really, you can't. And I heard it's good. It's a good revenge kind of movie. This one I had to juggle between what I wanted and what I didn't want. A couple of Stephen King ones, but this is one I picked up. I already own on DVD, and I've rehoused the DVD in a new case. Oh, the director saw Jaws. Oh, so director saw Jaws, and then he wanted to make his own movie. Yeah, man, why not? As long as it's not a rip-off, which it's not. It's Orca, so it's not a shark. It's a killer whale. But killer whales are very misunderstood creatures. They're not like sharks. They're very intelligent. But yeah, really cool idea though, regardless. This one I picked up is the 30th anniversary edition of Pet Sematary. So now I can find my Pet Sematary and I can move it on. I've got a stack of things to move on. This comes with a bunch of stuff. And this one only cost me, I think it was close to the same thing. It was $12.50. I went back for this one. I had to go and pick it up. Sometimes dead is better, but this looks beautiful. Beautiful case. Had to pick it up. Blu-ray, yes. Fill up that Blu-ray shelf. And we'll do 2 more. This one, the case is sort of off. It's ripped off a little bit, but I still picked it up because there was only one. This is 4 short stories, I think it is. Stephen King's Cat's Eye. You think it's just one story, but no, I think there's 4 stories here from memory. Quitters, Ledge. Or maybe it's 3 stories. I thought it was 4 stories. Orca the killer whale. Oh, it was called Orca the killer whale in Europe. I think orcas are really fascinating, Mark, and everybody, because they're actually, they won't attack you for no reason. There's been plenty of footage of people surfing or way out with the waves or on you know, not bodyboards, on those standy boards, paddle boards, and swimming in the water, and orcas will swim around them and then move on. Cat's Eye, Stephen King. 3 or 4 short stories. I don't recall now, top of my head. I think it might be saying 3 on the back, but man, for $12.50, $13.50, sorry, had to pick it up. Why would I not pick it up? I love the cover too. Looks fantastic. And last but not least, we will go into. There are more. We'll talk about more next week because I've been talking for a long time. We'll talk about this Blu-ray. This Blu-ray is one I've been wanting to watch. I've heard mixed reviews, and that is the Dracula: The Voyage of the Demeter. Obviously, the journey from Transylvania to the coastline, and then from the coastline to England, and how he kills off the crew because the Demeter arrives without a crew. I've heard mixed reviews. It's a bit corny. There's the Onion Knight from I don't remember the actor's name, from Game of Thrones. I think he's the captain of the ship. But I've heard it's really cheesy and people do stupid things like walk down into places they shouldn't go before they're killed, and no one figures out what's going on. But I would like to give it a go, and I like horror movies, so yeah, there you go. Let's save the other 3 for another time because I've been talking for a very, very long time. Could be an old DVD. I remember seeing Pet Sematary at the cinema. Oh, you were young. Yeah, Pet Sematary is quite horrifying. Referring to the 30th anniversary on DVD. Oh, okay, cool. All right, now, before we move on to the next segment, I am going to go have a bio break because I've been talking and drinking for a long time and it's getting really late. It's nearly 4 in the morning. We have to speed things up. Just give me a second while I pop you on. What am I going to pop you on? You found it a bit boring? Sean Cunningham, okay. What can I put you on? I'll put you on this one. Put you on this one and I'll mute me. I'll be back in a second. Liam Cunningham, sorry. Oh yeah, I didn't know who Sean Cunningham was. Hang on, I'll be back. I'm back. Give me a second. Surprised you're still up, Mark. Nearly 4 in the morning, man. All right. Back to Roddy Cam. Here we are. Sorry to make you wait. Call him nature. Gonna finish this beer. Okay. Has anyone guessed the movie up here yet? Mark, have you guessed the movie up here? Guess the movie? Anyone? Anyone? What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up. Oops, I wasn't supposed to do that. Oops. We'll go over here. I need this open. Wow, I just put I put a video up recently, just a short about Slipstream, and I've already got 272 views. It's pretty amazing. All right, cool. Very happy about that. They only go under a minute, so they'll work out very well. Let us go. Content, live. All right, we'll go back to YouTube. We're going to go here because we're going to move on to our next segment. Hang on. We're going to put here, what was the movie I was going to? Okay. Yep. All right. We're moving on to a new segment. So hopefully you like it. It's called Trailer Trash. So here is the bumper. Hang on.
Trailer trash.
Very basic. I'll do something better for it at a later stage, but it's something trailer trash. We're gonna watch a couple of trailers. I'll get one set up. How long is that? How long is that? We'll do that one. Well, hang on. Don't play anything yet. Hang on. Make you full screen. Move you over to desktop screen. My beer is very nice. My beer is very nice.
It's got a fruity bouquet.
Got a fruity bouquet. I'm feeling a bit drunk, actually. Like, maybe not this drunk.
What do they think? He can't hold his liquor. What?
Yeah. It's not a review of Slipstream. It's just one. I do like a little video where I walk around with my hand out like that, like I'm going to grab a movie off the shelf. You don't know which one I'm going to grab, and then I grab a movie out. And that one's on Slipstream. Kind of gives it away because the image is actually of Slipstream, so you kind of know what you're going to get. But they're just something silly that I do. Keep generating interest. Okay, let's move to our desktop screen for our new...
Trailer trash.
For trailer trash, we're going to move to the desktop screen. I can arrange to have that organized if you'd like, Mark. I'll put you in the background. I'll take a photo or remove the background. I'll put you in the background. It'll work. It'll do fine. Next time I see you. All right. You ready? This is the trailer for a movie that I'm very intrigued about called The Hail Mary Project, I think it's called. Project Hail Mary. Let's watch it.
Please state your name.
Ryland Grace,
I just woke up from a coma. I'm several light years from my apartment. And I'm not an astronaut. I'm not an astronaut. I'm not an astronaut.
If you don't go, you die. With the rest of us. The sun is dying. You are the only scientist who might know what this says.
I'm just a teacher at Grover Cleveland Middle.
You have a doctorate in molecular biology. I need you to come with us. This is Project Hail Mary. The sun is not the only star dying. Every star was infected by its neighbor, except one.
Why?
We don't know.
Which is why we built a ship to go there and find out.
It's 11.9 light years away. The astronauts die in space.
It's what you Americans would call a long shot.
Hail Mary. I get it. Who on earth is going to sign up for this?
If we do nothing, everything on this planet will go extinct.
You'll find a solution.
You are my solution.
I put the not an astronaut. I've never done anything. I've never done a space. I can't even moonwalk.
This could be good, guys. Ryan Gosling. You prefer it to The Martian, or you prefer The
I
Martian?
understand the stakes.
So The Martian was
I do.
pretty good. A little bit unbelievable, but still good.
My place is in the classroom.
The world is counting on you.
This might be very hard for you to understand. But some people are not good at things.
You know who you are. You're gonna do great.
I conquered zero G in 5 hours.
Object approaching.
Oh my God. So I met an alien. He's kind of growing on me. At least he's not growing in me, you know, which was a concern for a little while.
Looks
I'm
good.
Grace. I'm gonna call you Rocky. Thumbs up. Nope, that's thumbs down. You would do the thumbs up. It's close enough.
Looks fun. Looks fun. So I thought I'd share that one. That looks like a fun movie. That hasn't happened to me in a while, where I feel like something's worth watching. Hail Mary, Project Hail Mary looks really fun. Let's go to the next one I want to watch. What's the name of this movie? Oh, yes, it was called... It's a horror movie. All right. Is that the one? I think that's the one. Yes, that's the one. Let me just get that ready. This looks fun too. It actually looks fun. It's got the actor from Stranger Things on there. Let's get you ready. Let's go back to desktop screen. This is Cold Storage, and it looks fun. You ready? Let's go.
I don't hear anything.
Well, I definitely heard it. Well, not definitely. I mean, I was like aware of it, you know what I mean? Like I was having an argument with my brain about it.
You are very chatty.
This place was military storage back in the day. You want to open it?
Nope, I'm good.
We're getting a temperature breach alert from a decommissioned facility.
Some of us have encountered this before.
We created a new species.
I don't feel so good.
Jesus Christ!
I gotta get out of here.
This thing is spreading.
This reminds me of 90s horror comedy.
This fungus will mutate and spread.
That fucking deer just took the fucking elevator.
You two may have started the night minimum wage guards, but you're a green light team now.
That is a nuke. What are you, nuts?
No, I'm ambitious.
That's not natural.
I think I'd like that movie. I think I'd like it. It looks fun. It looks fun, like 90s fun. You know, how many horror movies have come up recently where you're like, oh man, just really bad. Not good. Could have been much better. Wasn't funny. This looks fun. Looks really, really fun. All right, the last thing I want to do is the trailer for The Mandalorian and Grogu, which is using an Indiana Jones font. I don't know what to think of what that's going to be like. Let's see what this looks like. Let's go this one here. Let's pause it. Let's get the screen changed over full screen. Last one for trailer trash. I'll be ready. I don't know what to expect. And go.
Hey, never touch the buttons.
He's not a baby. Well, he's a baby, but he's not that much of a baby anymore, surely.
I can use some information.
Whoa, for this price, I'll tell you whatever you want.
I'm looking for a hut.
Close for the night. Thank you.
Gangsters. War criminals.
Long live the Empire.
We'll take out every bad guy in your deck of cards.
Why is he still looting? That's bizarre.
This isn't about revenge. It's about preventing another war.
Strap in.
Oh, is that Embo? That looks like Embo with his dog. It's Embo.
It will be his turn.
Is that Gardula the Hutt?
Going into harm's way. Check your armor.
He's
The
got
kid will
another
live
Razor Crest.
centuries beyond me. I won't always be around to protect him.
Are you scared?
Who's this Hutt that's a gladiator?
You should be.
Do we run?
Oh.
Or do we fight?
I like this kid.
Oh, it's Gareth Eberelios from Rebel.
What are you waiting for?
Oh, it's got a Indiana Jones style font.
Let's save the rest for after dinner.
Let's go back to Roddy Cam. I don't know what to think of it. I don't know what to think of it. It could be good. I got my last video taken down by Lucasfilm, by Disney. I shouldn't say about Lucasfilm, by Disney, because I showed a sneak preview that they only showed at the cinema, and I got dinged for it, and they made me take it off. But I'm sure this one will be fine because it's a real trailer. Let me reduce this. I don't know what to think of it. I just hope it's not hokey. It looks fun, but a Hutt in a gladiatorial ring, even if he is buff looking, I just don't know what to think about that currently. Yeah, it's very interesting. And it's a movie, so yeah, it could be good if it's at the cinema. If we still have cinema whenever it arrives, it could be really, really fun. All right, very last thing we're going to do today is Toy Talk. What do I have in Toy Talk? Let me just quickly... Do I have anything in here? Oh no, only two things. Well, three things, but two things as a starting point. Let's move it over here. My Coles bag. Give me Coles bag. Sorry, Mike. All right, let's move on to Toy Talk, and then we're going to close it down for the night because I think we're getting close. We're 4 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I've left it late again. Let us go to Toy Talk. Toy Talk.
Toy Talk.
Okay, in Toy Talk, I am going to show you a Jurassic Park toy that I found. I think it only cost me $7 or $6. Has a special action. It works with it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I like the Jurassic Park stuff. I watched Jurassic World recently, even though I'm well behind. And I watched most of Jurassic Park. The second movie, whatever that was called. It wasn't called Dominion, it was the other one. Jurassic Park. I can never keep up with which title's what, because I haven't seen the last three until recently. So, I watched Jurassic World. I don't remember the second one, but I didn't get to finish it because I fell asleep in it twice. And now I have to watch the third one, but I have to finish the second one first. That does make sense. But I found this at an op shop for $7. He has moving... His legs move. I wonder if his legs are meant to move like with the rest of him. Oh, they move when you twist his tail. Interesting. Didn't know that. That's really cool. Tyrannosaurus Rex. The other leg should move up as well. Oh, it does. Cool. I picked up this Tyrannosaurus Rex. Let me just show you. I know people have got a lot of real strong opinions about Jurassic World, but I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it follows a formulaic. It's basically like number one, but starting fresh, you know. But you've got this T-Rex. He's legit. He's got the footprint with the Jurassic symbol and the other symbol. His legs do move. If you twist the tail, I've just realized his legs move. If you twist the tail, you get leg movement. That's pretty cool. And then you've got this button up here that makes his head tilt up. But something happens with his jaw. His jaw does something. I don't know if I'm missing. His jaw does open. But yeah, you press the button on his back and his head goes up. And if you twist his tail, his legs move. Which is pretty cool. Now he does have swiveling action on his feet. And he has his little, useless. He can't make a fitted sheet on a bed because of his hands. But he has a very cool jaw. Detail's pretty cool. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry, Mike. He's got the jaw. And yeah, I just thought for a legitimate Jurassic Park toy that probably is worth double that, if not more. $7. It was pretty good. $6-7. He's gigantic. You can fight Kong. Where's Kong? I got Kong at a Vinnie's too. Kong was huge. There's Kong. I love Kong. And then you've got Tyrannosaurus Rex. Very cool. I like those big toys and really nice plastic as well. Not the cheap stuff. Not the Hasbro stuff. Not the cheap Hasbro stuff. Hasbro, when you make cheap toys, you really skimp out. Like, you really skimp out. You're like, a toy's only $15, $20. Just put the cheapest plastic you can into it. When you want your $60, $70 toys, $50 toys, you put the good plastic in. Yeah, my T-Rex. Love it. Love my T-Rex. He's a big boy. He's on my shoulder like a parrot. Polly want a cracker. Pieces of 8. Pieces of 8. I don't know where I'll fit him, but I'd like to fit him in here somewhere. And the last toy I'm going to show you isn't really a proper toy. Come on, you can go down there. You can fit. It'll work. There you go, right next to him. Right next to Kong. I picked this up because I just thought his skull's missing. It sounds a bit weird when I say it without giving you a frame of reference. But his skull's missing, but I kind of liked him as a bizarre kind of horror movie icon looking creature. And you can pull him apart. I might put some innards inside of him to make him look even weirder. But it's basically just an anatomical body to show the human body. But I like him. Look at this. But he's missing his head. His skull's missing. So he's got this clear head. And he's got these little stumpy bits on the bottom of his feet to hold him into a base. But I don't have the base. But it reminded me of like that Hellraiser, Clive Barker kind of, you know, magician / spawn of Satan. I don't know, I just was drawn to him, and he's clear, he's got the clear body. I go by feel, and I felt like he was cool. He's going to go on a shelf somewhere. He might be some kind of sorcerer or something like that. Really cool. Really cool. Very occulty. You can pull him apart. He literally separates on the seam line down his body. Already you can focus. Bones are quite good looking. You can see the seam. He's got some of his nerves hanging out. I'm going to have to fix that up. But I thought if I could put something else in his head, like some kind of other skull or something weird in there, that would be really cool. And I could just sit him on the shelf looking all disgusting and freaky. So I got that. I think that was only $2. Obviously T-Rex was like $7. Let's put him up here. And the last thing I got because I could use it on a vlog. I'm going to have to wipe the crap out of it with a rag. Keep it nice and clean with an antibacterial rag thing. But it's a mask. It's a skull mask. I'm not putting it on now because it hasn't been cleaned. But when you talk, the jaw moves. So inside you've got these things that could have a million germs. They've probably got like ticks and stuff in them. Who knows? It's kind of freaking me out a bit. But when you talk, your mouth moves. So I thought I could wear this on the vlog. And even if I didn't, it's really cool looking. There you go. Do you think I should wear it on the next vlog? I'm going to have to clean it. A lot. So that's all I've got for you today. I thought the T-Rex was really cool. It's a giant one. That would have cost a lot. I think that would have been at least a $50, $60 toy back in the day. I'm nearly finished my beer. It's 4:10 a.m. I think it's about time I stopped and watched a movie. I've got all week to do that too, but I should stop and watch a movie. Or at least finish watching Star Wars Rebels that I put back on. I don't have Disney Plus at the moment. I've boycotted Disney Plus. Disney Plus, are you listening? Disney, are you listening? I've boycotted you. I'm using physical media for Disney at the moment. So anything I want to watch on Disney, I watch on my physical media. It's like way too much money. That and Netflix and everything else on top of each other, it's too much money. I've got stuff here. If I want to, I can subscribe for a month to watch what I want and then unsubscribe. I keep getting messages saying, why have you unsubscribed? Can you want to tell us why you've unsubscribed? I'm just not answering it. Disney Plus, Disney. All right, guys. Thank you very much for attending, especially Mark. Thank you so much. I don't know if you're still with us, Mark. It's like 4 a.m. I'm sure you just want to go to bed, but thank you for coming. To my viewers, I'm so tired. Let me find my... Oh, no, have I lost it? Please don't tell me I've lost it. I freaking bet I lost it. Let's go back here. Wanted to see where I left out. YouTube. Been watching a lot of Snarky J recently. If you like having an opinion on things that I like having an opinion on, doesn't matter if your opinion's one way or the other. If you like having someone who has an opinion, and she's a girl, so she doesn't, you know, she's not sexist. Well, maybe she is. Who knows? I mean, Disney's calling all of us sexist these days for having an opinion on things. But it's a girl having an opinion about Star Wars and many other things. And she's a cosplayer as well on top of it. So if you like that kind of thing, you should watch Snarky J. We're down to 1 live view. We've had 4 views, but I think it could incorporate also other people jumping in twice. And we've already got 2 likes on it. So thank you so very much for that. Thank you, Mark, for being here. And thank you for the positivity, Mark. I didn't really finish my sentence earlier on, but thank you, man. Mark is very positive. He's kind of like a purveyor of positivity. He's a good friend. So when I've been sort of low, he's been there to prop me up. So thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Yeah, and to the negative people that say I'm this, that, or the other, you know where to blow it out of. I don't really care. I'm not going to take it on. I've been on YouTube for over 3 years now. I'm at a point where I should know better than to take any of your bullshit on. So thank you so much for everyone that watched tonight. And yeah, I'm drinking, so my sentences aren't normal. I need to finish this now so I can be done with it. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate all of the people that have been touching base with me on Instagram. If you want to message me at all, separate to all of this, neondoomroom@gmail.com is my email. You can also message me or follow me on Instagram. Mark, please get on Instagram. It's really fun and easy. It's, I can link you to stuff that you like. It's a good place. Instagram's awesome. And yeah, we'll see you on the next chat. We'll see you on the next live thing. I'm off for a week on leave. I'm on leave now. I'm on leave. It feels so weird that Monday I don't have to do anything. But I'll try to do some live stuff. I'll try to do some live reviews throughout the week. I need to do something to keep myself busy. So I'm not going to wait until Saturday. Have a great one, guys. Appreciate it. If you're interested in anything I do, or if you've got a friend that might, someone you know, or you just, want to do something, feel free to like, comment, share. Sharing is caring. We can do the old subscribe thing here. Just press the subscribe button. You can always unsubscribe later. That's completely fine. No one's going to judge you. Roddy's not going to judge you. Roddy doesn't care. He's just a camera. Yeah, we'll see you on the next video. I'm going to stop saying every 2 seconds. See you on the next video. Don't forget to crash out with your candy canes and dine with your dogs, not on your dogs. And pat your mum good night and kiss your dogs for me. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Love you. Leave you. Have a good night. I'm not even prepared for the outro. BZ in the Neon Doom Room for the Doom Vlog, episode 42. Next week's episode 43. See you then. Thank you so much. All the best. See you later. Bye.
What did I say? He can't hold his liquor.